Hi, good afternoon. We're
Hi.
here with Andre Ferrer, young, ambitious, sitting on top of the world young man. Tell us what drives you in this industry. You're very predominant in the freestyle community, and you've shed a whole new light on the divas of freestyle. So with that being said, take it away.
Divas of Freestyle, we took a lot of the major freestyle divas and we put them all together. And it's nice to show just what the girls can do. And every time we do an event, we want to try to put together a different theme. So now we have the divas. In August, we're going to have the kings of freestyle, and we're always going to try to mix it up. You know, we're going to have one show, we're going to have nothing but powerhouses. The next show, we're going to have a little bit lesser known, but to bring them out to light. So, you know, like Raquel. Raquel's a sweetheart. She's a powerful singer, but she doesn't really do a lot of headlining stuff, and that's where we wanted to focus, which is why she's headlining now.
So we have a lot to look forward to tomorrow.
Yeah.
March 29th, the Diva Edition, Freestyle Boom. Let's reflect back a little bit on your first event. I congratulate you. You sold out to a completely full audience. Why don't you name some of the artists that you had for your first event? Acquaint us.
We had Judy Torres, we had Noel, we had Suave, we had some people that just showed up. We had Joey Kidd perform. Trying to think, we had Donna Williams, Stacey Paris. It was a full boat, so we had a lot of surprises. A lot of people was there. Mickey Garcia was spinning behind it, was a DJ, and we had Tony Romeo filming everything. It was like a live broadcast, so that's something that a lot of people don't do now. Not only can you watch the show from home, but you can actually come to the show. So there are a lot of people that live out of state that were able to watch the show. A lot of people couldn't make it, whether or not they couldn't afford tickets, had families. A lot of people have children, grandchildren. They couldn't come to the show, and they could actually watch it online, which is pretty cool.
So that's interesting. You gave the option of mainstream and live stream. That's very commendable. As you already know, you've learned in this music business that it's not for the weak of heart.
Right.
With that being said, tell me, how do you deal with adversity when it's approached to you? What's your mindset?
It's hard. As you're coming up, and if you're new, you have a lot of people that want to hate on you, that want to try to curb you to stay away from what you're doing. You kind of just have to kind of ignore them, put them in the back burner, and just move forward. I try to keep a small circle around me, certain people that I trust, and certain people that I have I just stay away from them. So I just kind of erase them out of my lives, and that's it. So I stick with people like Sal. From Fever Records, I stick with people like Mickey Garcia. Those are guys that have brought me up, kind of showed me the way, and I kind of just stick with them. They haven't done me wrong so far. So.
That's a great segue into our next question, because you're linked to some of the most prevalent people in the industry. They're very well known, well grounded, such as Sal Avitello. I've had the pleasure of working with him in the past. In a few words, tell us a little bit about your mentors. What is it about their technique that has helped you grow as a promoter and also as an agent?
Okay. Trying to break into this business was really hard. A lot of people didn't want to give me a shot. A lot of people didn't want to book the artist. A lot of people didn't want to work within my budget. Okay. So trying to pick someone who to work with was a little hard. I tried working with Latif, great guy. But when I told him I had a certain budget to work with, he kind of went above and beyond that, and I couldn't afford it and stuff like that. Sal, I spoke to Sal, he schooled me, he sat me down for like an hour, told me everything, the ins and outs. He worked within my budget, he worked out a plan with me, and it worked out. So you have to be loyal to the people that gave me that shot.
Absolutely.
And same thing with Mickey Garcia. Working with Mickey Garcia, you know, doing your first event, it's a lot of money that has to come out to put it together. He worked with me on pricing, he worked with me on giving me a shot. So now the second event, we hired him. The third event that we just booked, we just automatically hired him. It wasn't even a question.
So it's become more of a collaborative relationship. It's become a work in progress as a family.
Yeah.
Because Mickey Garcia is well known in the freestyle, both underground and mainstream sources of music. So that was a great pick. And Sal Avitello, well, his name speaks for himself.
Yeah, you know, Sal, I call him Uncle Sal because he became more of like almost like a father figure, because he shows me what to do. If I'm screwing up, he's quick to pick up the phone and call me and say, hey, you're messing up. Let's do it like this and let's switch it. And whenever I need anything like friendly advice or I need an idea, I always go to him. I call him, have him on speed dial. And same thing with Mickey. And the biggest thing with them is those guys they're down to earth. You can sit down and have a conversation with them. You can sit down and have a drink with them and just talk. And that's a big thing when you're coming up and you need a mentor, someone to come up to and someone to talk to. You need people like that.
Kind of tell us a little bit about what your day-to-day is. I know that you also dabble in other realms of business. As a young entrepreneur, what words of advice would you give to other flourishing entrepreneurs, relatively in your age range?
Biggest thing is don't give up. You know, people are going to tell you you can't do something, and if you believe you can do it, you have to do it. Okay? There's going to be times where you feel like you can go on. You feel like maybe I should just stop and quit. You don't quit. You know, if you fail, at least you can say you tried and you did it. There's been plenty of things I did in the past and I failed at it. At least I can say I tried. You try and you continue and you pursue. You never quit.
So perseverance is key.
Perseverance is everything.
That's your mantra. Your perseverance is your key. Well, I've had the opportunity to interview a lot of guest speakers, both here and I represent the state of Florida. And as you know, I made this mighty trek just to come and interview you because one, you are building a road to success for a lot of young entrepreneurs, and that to me is pretty much like a light source for those who are trying to branch out. It's a motivational aspect because there are a lot of young entrepreneurs out there that are just intimidated by the bigger wolves.
Right.
So with that being said, that's why I came to you, because I have had the privilege of watching your success grow at a steady pace. And I know that there's a lot to look forward to from you in the future.
Thank you.
So I'd like to know from your point of view, what are your future plans?
We'll wrap every show that we're doing, we're trying to do a little bit bigger and bigger. We just made the decision this week that we're not going to do no more smaller venues anymore. The place that we're doing in August now is going to fit like 1,000 people. We're already fitting, we're already working on the next event, which is probably going to be in November. We're trying to fit like 5,000 people. So it's nice to know that from January we had a place for 200 people, and now we're building up to a couple of thousand. So, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, Big Al and Sal, they do major. I'm trying to catch up to them. So that's what I'm trying to do. So
you're doing a pretty good job.
I'm trying.
As you know, I hail from Florida. I'm affiliated with many organizations, both here in New York and in Florida, and I have the privilege of working with many talented artists, many excellent promoters, but above all, many humble club owners. And we would love nothing more than to have you come to our neck of the woods and shine your grace with us.
I would love to do something in Florida.
Well, the opportunity is there. I made this trek out here to you, so it's time for you to come on over to us. The Sunshine State waits for the New York blizzard. Okay? Signing off, this is TRV Entertainment for Street Flow Entertainment and for Real Records.